してみたくてきっとどこかに答えある生まれてきた答えが人はみんなそれを求めやるせない逃せない夢に向かうの傷つくことは怖くないだけど決して強くないただ
So this DC Anime Review. This is Christina speaking, along with Pooja and Doreen.
Hello.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about Pokemon and Digimon.
And we have a very special guest in my arms right now, but you guys in the audience can't see him. I do have a Yamper plush with me because he's a good boy.
He's a very good boy.
Very good. Very obedient.
Yes.
Very
Yes, but Eevee is my favorite.
Don't
so-
make me fight you.
No,
I will fight you.
No.
Well,
Eevee,
Pikachu
listen,
is my favorite, of course.
Eevee was before Yamper anyway, so Eevee wins.
That's not nice. You hurt his
Okay.
feelings.
You know,
No, it-
if my Pikachu would do Thunderbolt on you, he was so Thunderbolt your Eevee right now. If you challenge Pikachu right now.
Well, anyways, the Pokemon series started in, it started in 1997, but the games were before the series. But it was created by two people. It was with Satoshi Tajiri, and it was also with Ken Shigemori. But Ken Shigemori was the art designer. He's the one that does all the characters for the Pokemon franchise. And
So it's just one person doing the character art for all the Pokemon up until now?
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
That
But
is
he's
interesting.
a very private guy. He doesn't really like to stand out too much, especially with his art design, because he doesn't like to be out in public.
Okay.
Well, a lot of Japanese creators don't like to be out in public because
That's-
the fans will hound them.
With Satoshi, he came out with the idea from when he was a kid. He used to collect like bugs, so he got and he used to collect them. So when he got older, he had Asperger syndrome, but they didn't realize that he had that. So the thing is, he used to have a hard time in school. He had a hard time with the teachers, and he also had a hard time learning because of that. So his getaway was pretty much playing video games. So he used to play a lot of arcade games when he was younger, and he turned that into a passion. Yeah. So then, as he got older, he eventually met Miyamoto, which is also the creator of Mario and also The Legend of Zelda.
Yep.
Those two video games. And he actually kind of became like a mentor for him. So when he was creating the Pokemon game, he actually was there helping him, like guiding him, because he wasn't really a game designer, but he learned through his being mentored by him, because mostly he was best known for, he started with the Game Freak. So the Game Freak, he started little comics, but when he first started, he did a lot of writing. He wrote it by hand. But as he got popular, when he started typing everything, and then the magazine grew, and then from the magazine he went into creating then the games came along later. Like Nintendo was helped with his idea, but at first a lot of the people that when he was pitching the idea of Pokemon, a lot of the ones in the room they didn't agree with it because they felt it was too complicated. They're like, nobody's really gonna be into it. But it was only that Miyamoto, he was the only one that actually had confidence in the game.
So in a way, like Miyamoto kind of collabed and kind of said, it was okay and you can do it. So are you saying that the creator of Mario and The Legend of Zelda is the reason why I have Yamper with me right now?
Yes.
Interesting.
This is my contribution, everyone. I'm just going to be talking about Yamper when it comes to Pokemon.
Oh wow. Well, that's interesting that he got inspiration from the other creator to continue on with the idea about the game design and everything.
I mean, that's kind of how it is in Japan, you know. Creators
true.
see other people. I mean, it's over here too, but
Mhm.
with all these different, you know, anime, I mean, people see someone's work and be like, hey, I can do that. Similarly enough, well, I mean, the creator of Digimon, Akiyoshi Hongo, the Digimon is actually based on the, you know, the little Tamagotchi toys.
Oh, I remember those Tamagotchi toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them. Yes.
Christine, I remember you had one of those. You know, she used to play that all. She used to have that all the time, and she was like, she loved those things. It was like a digital pet in her palm of her hand. She loved those.
That's what Digimon is. They're basically digital. Well, not really digital pets, but they're like they're like companions that protect you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
That's yeah.
And all these people that are saying Digimon is a knockoff of Pokemon knocked off Digimon. No, I was in the middle of saying something.
It took them 6 years to actually make the Pokemon game. So if you think about it, they came before Digimon.
They did, but a lot of people, you know, they just see this. They just see each show as, you know, ripping each other's shows, you know, off. But it's not. They're both two different things.
But they do have a little similarity, because they do have, like, it seemed like they're...
What's the similarity? Only the monsters and the evolutions. That's it. After that, there is no similarity.
Well, okay. Like, even though one is, like, in a Pokeball and the other one's with a watch, like a little gadget, it's still like they're kind of like pocket monster if you think about it. They're both kind of like fit in the palm of your hand and then they call them and say, oh, Pikachu, I summon you, and he pops out. And then, you know, like the same thing with Digimon, when they call them, they come out.
No.
No? You sure?
Yes.
That's what I thought when he used his watch. I thought they come out and they and like the T-Rex, he wears a helmet and he comes this other form. Like
no.
And you don't think this, and then it's like, yeah, they do evolve to the next level, to this other stage, just like Pokemon evolved too. Like Pikachu become Raichu, and then, you know, Bulbasaur end up being like Venusaurs and everything like that.
It's Ivysaur. You have Ivysaur first, and then you have Venusaur.
Okay, I skipped the next stage.
I always forget. No, but the thing is with Digimon, they're with you, or they're with the characters all the time. They don't go back into their pocket.
Well, Pikachu does not in the series.
Well, Pikachu's a special case. Pikachu's a special case because it's Pikachu. Okay, he's the Pokemon mascot.
Well, pretty much, yeah. He's the mascot.
The same goes for, I know you guys don't know Digimon, but the name of the T-Rex that you keep saying, his name is Agumon.
That's what it was, Agumon. I forgot the name. It's been so long. I know. It was something with that word and I couldn't put my mind to it. I was like, every time I keep saying it, I said this T-Rex.
Oh wow! I mean, I wouldn't have got it either because I don't really follow Digimon anyways.
That's the one I always remember was the T-Rex and the kid with the white hair. Like, I think they took the Yu-Gi-Oh idea from. I think they like state
Yu-Gi-Oh
that
came first
they got
before Digimon, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So Yu-Gi-Oh got the idea from Digimon.
No, other way around.
No, other way around. No, because I know that, like, how in the world that he got like a similar hair, like almost like Yami here. Like, okay, it's a little similarity right there. So it's no coincidence that they.
T-Rex, that's Agumon.
Yes, I remember him. I do remember him. I just don't remember. I just forgot his name.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I did forget his name. I just forgot his name. I apologize for that. All Digimon fan, I am so sorry. Okay.
Well, you're not into the show like me, and this is Tai or Taichi in Japanese.
I know. Yes, him.
Well,
that's what I
goggles are a staple in Digimon. Every main character has to have a set of goggles.
They need goggles.
Yes.
Okay.
I know a lot of anime they do that. It is a
Say-
I noticed that.
like Ash Satoshi, aka also known, but he has to have
His hat.
his hat. Yes,
Yes.
and Ash doesn't grow up.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
he's
you,
forever-
grown up Peter Pan.
He's
He is,
forever. He's
Peter Pan.
forever a child.
well, that's why I always say he's Peter Pan. He's a boy that never grew up, and that's how I think of Ash. Ash is like Peter Pan. He never grew up. He looked. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, and I love how you put verses. Okay, verses between these two main characters. And you know, it's funny. I'm like, I always wonder with Ash, like, why, like, after, well, how many years? Like, over 20 years
years.
now. Yeah.
Well, the show started in '97,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
like a year after the games.
Yeah,
That's when the
and
show came out.
The anime started in '99.
Yeah, it started like maybe like 2 years after the game was released, right? It was 2 years after the game was released, or more, or longer than that. That they aired it, the Pokemon.
The Pokemon was a year
Oh, it was
because
a
it
year
came
after.
out in November. It was in November. Not November. What am I talking about? February of 1996. That's when the show came out. Not the
And-
show. The video games.
and
then
And Digimon was March 7th, 1999, which is also the same day as Sailor Moon came out in 1992. The exact same day.
Interesting. That's very interesting. I remember the very first episode when I watched Ash and Pikachu, like how they didn't get along and everything. Now, honestly, people still think like the first episode when I heard like Pikachu get hurt and Ash said, I swear I heard him say, leave her alone. But to this day, they say that no, he was a boy Pokemon, Pikachu, not a girl.
It could
well,
have
they
been
have this.
it could have been a dubbing error maybe, but there are, male and female Pokemon. Like even with, Sword and Shield, there can be a female Yamper and a boy Yamper. But I like the boy Yamper because he's cute.
Yeah. Because what also about it was kind of funny because later on when they did Pikachu, for a girl Pikachu, the tails is different.
Well, it's more of a heart. So the girl
It's a
ones
heart,
have
yeah.
a heart,
Yeah.
and then the boys have like it's just flat, like it's straight.
And
Like
for the longest, I was like, I thought Pikachu in the very beginning of the season was a girl, not a boy.
I
And
know.
everybody
I
said no,
kind
it's a boy.
I kind of thought that too myself when I first watched it. I was like,
Does
okay.
does Ash have any female Pokemon in his arsenal or no? They're all
I think they're all
female.
boys.
They're all male.
Mostly a boys, and I noticed that.
I don't know, cause I know, like I remember I know from the original, like he had Squirtle, then he had Bulbasaur, he had Pikachu,
Charmander.
Charizard, yeah.
Well, Charmander. And then he became
Charmander.
Charizard.
Well, when he evolved, he started disobeying him. So like
Oh, he got
Yeah, I remember
worse
that.
when he
when
was.
he
I'm sorry, go ahead.
became Charmeleon, that's when he stopped listening him, and then that's when he started. It was like his teenage, I guess the Pokemon's
Teenage
phase.
phase.
He was like being rebellious. He was like those rebellious teenager that doesn't want to do whatever they want to do. And then when he feel like he got a little older, you feel like he's old enough that I don't have to listen to you and this and that, and it was bad. I felt bad for Ash because Ash was like still trying to have a bond with him, and he was being stubborn, Charizard. And then it was not until later actually Charizard kind of changed a little bit, like his heart a little bit to Ash, and then did he give Charizard away? I'm trying to remember. I
He
think
did.
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
Well,
He did.
Charizard later in the series, he left, but he left to kind of get like stronger or something.
that's what I
And then-
remember.
And then
Yeah.
for some reason, I don't know because I haven't really seen the rest of the episodes and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I think that Charizard, I think he kind of like he doesn't go back with Ash. Like he kind of like he doesn't go back to his owner. Like he stays out.
See,
on his own.
at least with Digimon, even though you have one companion with you, they stay with you forever until you grow up.
Oh wow.
Once you become because there's a rule that only children are allowed to have Digimon because their hearts are so pure.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're
So
trying
should-
to say adults are evil, I guess.
No, just that when
Don't-
you're I mean, when you're an adult, you know, you have to put these childish things behind. You know, you got to move on with
okay.
life. You know,
You know, the next child will
That's
be
what
the-
it is. That's what it is with Digimon. Like they lose their partners, but you know, they'll always come back because you know they're made of data.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because that's what
Remember,
they say.
it's like
Digi-
they say they're like in a digital world, so
Yes.
it's like
But you know what's interesting?
you're
What
never
they have
gonna
in
lose
common?
them.
You know what they have in common? In the end, they have Mon. They do have Mon in the end.
Well, okay, that's
Mon.
the only thing that's similar. Okay.
But one is like digital, and the other one is pocket.
Yes.
The other one's in the pocket, like the.
But originally they were gonna call it Capture Monster. Then they changed it to Pocket Monster.
Capsule
Yes.
monsters, right?
Okay, yeah.
They were originally gonna call it
And
at first.
then Yu-Gi-Oh took that idea and like, hey, we can do something with this.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
they did a pretty good job with that series. You know, it wasn't bad.
I can't wait for a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast, man. That's gonna be fun.
I know
Oh,
that's gonna be
that's
fun
gonna
when we
be
get to that.
Oh, I can't wait to we talk about that, especially between Seto.
I
and
will
Anton.
fight you. I have a
Oh,
I have
and
a
Merrick.
bi-
Oh, that's gonna be
I
so
have a binder
fun.
full of Blue Eyes White Dragons. I will fight you for him.
I will get my Sky Dragon.
Okay, but enough about Yu-Gi-Oh. We're gonna be here for like 5 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
or a Zodius.
Listen,
Zodius.
yeah. Well, our topic today is Pokemon and Digimon. It's
Yes.
not Yu-Gi-Oh yet.
I know it will come to that very soon.
Mhm.
But yeah, anyway, I'm just because I know I grew up watching Pokemon and I know
too.
Christina too, and we all did. We all grew up with Pokemon.
We all did, but
and then
favored.
I dropped the show after I think Orange Island.
I think. Oh, I forgot what season.
Oh,
that
okay.
one.
That's when you stopped.
That's when I think with May and Max. That's when they started
Yes.
showing up.
Yes,
That's-
I remember that was the last time I think I saw or something like that too. When that was the last person I remember watching with them.
Yeah, that's when I dropped it because I think Digimon started coming on, and I was like, oh, okay, this show's kind of cool because this show focuses on the characters instead of the monsters. It focuses on the children more than the monsters.
Exactly.
And I was all about that. And then Yu-Gi-Oh happened, and I'm like, what is this Pokemon? I don't know what this Pokemon is anymore. And then years and years and years later, when Sword and Shield came out, and then Yamper showed up, and I'm like, okay, I'm claiming him as my own. He's mine now.
That's too funny.
Yeah,
But-
but that's really silly because you just want to be just wanted to get into this. You just want the one Pokemon, and that's the only reason you want the game is because
Listen,
you just want to
he's
farm a whole
good-
bunch of Yampers.
Listen, he's a good boy, okay? He won't abandon you. He doesn't attack you on the field. He wants to play and make friends. This is what happens when I don't have a dog. He's just a little puppy. He's just a
It's
little
like you're-
puppy that wants to play and make friends, and he'll bring you back a Pokeball. Okay, he's a good boy.
But it is cute. Yamper is cute. Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna say.
he's very cute.
He is a-
my-
But you
my
should
favorite.
one day just try to play the originals just to compare, okay? Because you can't just stick with Sword and Shield and that's it.
Yes,
That's
I can.
true. You gotta start with the
No,
original
you-
game. It's
Did
true.
you
You
ever
gotta
play a
venture
Pokemon
out
game? Oh yes,
with
you did.
other
Ted. You played
games.
Pokemon Snap, right? I guess that counts.
Yes, I play. Okay, I play
Okay,
Pokemon
I
Snap.
guess
I
okay,
play
Pokemon.
Pokemon Coliseum. Remember? And
Yes,
then
you did. Yes, for
Yes.
the Nintendo 64. Yes.
Yes.
Nintendo 6. Oh yes.
I mean, Digimon also has video games, but it's like not as successful as Pokemon because they're normally like brawler and like RPGs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're doing well now. But
Yeah,
back in the day, you know, it wasn't. The video games for Digimon weren't doing that well. That's because just Pokemon just dominated everything.
It
Yeah.
did. Pokemon was like everywhere, and everywhere you go, like since the show or the game came out, you see everywhere. You go to any store, you will see Pokemon stuff. You will see merchandise and everything. And I remember they had the little visual game too. They had the Pocket Pikachu. Was that
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had the Pocket Pikachu where you were able to connect it to the handheld, the Game Boy. They had it for the Game Boy Color, that I know. Well, that's the one I had. I had the Pocket Pikachu, the 2. That's the one I had, which
Yeah, I
was the
remember
gray
you
one.
I remember you had that. You had your own
It's
little
very hard
Pikachu in
to.
your hand.
It's very hard to try and find that
I
nowadays.
think the
But
only Pokemon merch I had back in the 90s was the Pikachu keychain, and that was it. That's all I had.
Oh, I remember that one.
I had that. I had Mew. They had a Mew like a handball.
And you had a ton of trading cards too, right?
I did.
Oh yes, we had a lot of. You had a lot of collections.
Which I
You even have a
wasn't
Pokemon
very
box.
smart. I gave that all away, which I shouldn't have.
Did you
but-
have that? What's the rare? I think it's the Charmander that's rare, the card.
Yeah, I
Did you
did, and
She
I was dumb.
did. She had a
Oh
Charmander.
man!
I know.
But that's why I now I'm like I don't get rid of any of those things because I was young and I didn't see the value of it. Like
and you
the kids
didn't
nowadays
and you
they
didn't know
see-
me at the time.
Yeah, I know. You would have told me, "Why are you doing that? Don't do that."
Yeah.
and I did.
See,
I got rid of them.
I saved your Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I know you
Yeah.
saved my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but not
That's
the
true.
Pokemon. I should have saved them. I did not.
I do about
There's
that.
nothing I can
So-
do about it.
I have a question.
Okay.
You guys
All
know
right.
absolutely nothing about Digimon, right?
No,
Well,
not really.
I just know there was a tiger. There was
Tiger.
a T-Rex.
Oh
I just
yes,
feel like
yes, there was.
I reckon I know their faces. Okay, I
Wasn't
can see
there
in my
little-
head, and I seen few of the episode, but it's just like it's because I was so like with the Pokemon at the time. That's why I was like so more with the Pokemon more than the Digimon. I watched it a little bit, but I didn't watch as much as I did with Pokemon.
I think back in the 90s, I think you were either a Pokemon fan or you were a Digimon fan.
That's how it was back in the day.
It's true because you have people who was like more because they were more watching Digimon than Pokemon, and then there's people that were watching more Pokemon than Digimon. So
Yeah.
it was like at the same time. So there was like 2 shows, but which show could you watch? Which show you gotta watch? You were trying to watch more.
And Pokemon, I think, came on at like early in the morning.
It was in the morning.
So technically,
was
you
so
could have
early.
watched both.
We
You
could,
could.
but right?
No, but Pokemon came around like 7. Like
no,
before
it was
school.
it was in the morning.
Yeah,
Yes.
7 o'clock, 7 a.m.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Oh, yeah,
remember.
that's right. That's right.
I remember it was
'Cause-
7 a.m. It was literally right before I had to go to school. I used to catch an episode.
Yeah, and I would see it. I would watch it, but it was like I was so like into. It was that's the thing. I was like so hooked on the Pokemon that I watch it, but I wasn't watching as much as I did with the
No,
Pokemon.
and Digimon came on around like on channel 5, like the Fox channel, like around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's
So
what it was. And I
literally
had-
right after school.
Yeah, and then Pokemon was on channel like WB, with
Yeah,
channel
Kids
11,
WB, yeah.
and then it came later. I mean,
To Cartoon
What was-
Network.
Cartoon Network.
Later on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
later on.
Yeah.
That's when I'm pretty
Not
sure
right away.
that's when 4Kids lost the rights to Pokemon.
But it's interesting. You know what? I have to say, I gotta give. Well, 4Kids, I gotta give them credit that they did pretty well. They did a really good job
Hey
with
man, the
Pokemon.
voice actors were great in that.
They were
I
really
miss-
good.
They were.
I miss Veronica
Excellent.
Taylor as Ash. Now she's doing Sailor Pluto in Sailor Moon.
I know. I like Veronica Taylor.
That's the only
There was
voice
a-
actress I know. I only know her.
I know. I'm trying to think of the other one. Well, I always liked it. Like I liked it. Like what made me laugh every time was Team Rocket. They
Yeah,
were like
Team
my funny
Rocket.
villain, but they weren't like
Yeah, what's the
the
deal
villain
with
that
those two?
they were
just-
so
they
obsessed
just
with
go-
Pikachu.
No, they just want to get the most powerful Pokemon and
Which
give
I
it
guess is
to
a
their
bit-
boss.
No, I know that, which I guess
Giovanni,
it's,
you know?
it's Pikachu for them, I guess. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, because it was funny. There could have been a lot of Pokemon that was maybe more powerful than Pikachu.
Because Pikachu keeps kicking their butt every time that
I
they try to
thought- I
steal a
thought it was-
Pokemon. So
I
I
thought-
guess
I thought it was because he was rare and he never went inside his Pokeball.
no, it wasn't because of that. It's because when they saw him and like he keeps like he keeps electrocuting them, I guess, and then they say, oh, he's very powerful and blah blah blah, and they see him always winning the battle, like the when
Matches.
the
Pokemon
gym
battle,
matches?
right?
Pokemon battle, the gym badges, yeah, because Ash never won the league
Until 20 years
like,
later.
I know exactly. I was gonna say, I was like, I had to correct myself on this one
I
because I'm like,
can't believe it took that
It
long.
took our
for
boy
him.
20 years, man. 20
It
years to
shouldn't
win a
took that
freaking
long.
Pokemon League.
Yeah.
yes, to finally become a champion, Pokemon, with the league champion or whatever.
It's so funny because every time they try to, when they lose, they're like Team Rocket blasting off again, and then like
I'm trying to
it's-
think if there's like a bumbling villain in Digimon. Yes, there is actually. It's a monkey, and he sounds like Elvis in the English dub.
What?
Yeah!
Oh my! I recognize that monkey. That's what I'm saying. I did watch a little bit. I just don't. It's just that
You never got into it.
I wasn't into it as much. I was before.
That's why I couldn't. It's bad, but I couldn't get myself into Digimon as a kid.
I think you should give it a chance. It's a good show.
I know. I gotta give it a chance.
Yeah.
I should give it a chance. I probably will I will look at it. I shouldn't really judge it, but it's
Yeah,
because
you really
I guess
shouldn't. Give it a chance. I mean, the reboot's happening. The reboot's doing fantastic. Masako Nozawa is the narrator in that show.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
I definitely gotta check it out. But I think that's what it is. In the 90s, it was like you were Pokemon or Digimon. So it's like,
Yeah.
that's why you either watch one show or the other show. And that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
But now that I'm
Well,
older, I should check it out.
You
I
really
should give it a chance. I gotta give it a chance.
The first 3 seasons are really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Especially, I know I keep saying first 3 seasons, but season 3 has absolutely no correlation whatsoever to do with the first 2 seasons. It's called Digimon Tamers in Japan, and Tamers is really, really good.
Okay.
There's literally a Digimon monster that takes over a child's mind because she's so depressed.
Mm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Gotta really check that out. Well, we'll try to give it we'll definitely give it like a second chance for it. And it was thinking,
And there's also a Digimon creature that's literally Cthulhu.
okay.
But
Is there a Digimon that go row? Like he goes row or something? Like
I felt like they all were messed up. All those little creatures. I didn't trust any of them because they could talk. I just didn't trust them. Like they were just plotting something. Like at least Pikachu always said just Pika Pika. That's it. I'm like this one.
like it would make that
Yes.
voice. Babasar. Like they only say
but I
one
mean,
word.
you can have like legitimate conversations with the Digimon at least.
Exactly.
Well, I guess. But
Yeah.
then they're like, okay, we're gonna do some plotting and get rid of these main characters because I want to be the main character and stuff. So.
No, and they never really went with the idea. It was like a 1 episode spin-off kind of. It wasn't really a spin-off, but it was part of the show. But there's a Digimon that's literally Cthulhu, and he wanted to make one of the kids his bride, and I'm like, okay, the show is going a little too much. These children are 12, 13 years old. Can we not?
That's really strange.
Right.
But was
It's
there
on-
ever a
it's on
Digimon that
Hulu.
went row,
A Digimon,
like- like turned bad, like a Digimon just became bad, or he
well, I
felt
mean,
like he was betrayed for some reason and he didn't want to be bothered?
You might
Is there
be
one?
you might be talking about Black War Greymon because that Digimon wasn't created from data. So he wanted to find out.
Yes, that was him.
Yeah, he wanted to find out who he was, and he was having this existential crisis, and then he died.
Which is
Wow,
sad.
they actually killed. Well, I can't talk about Pokemon. They actually eat each other, but
Yeah.
it's like.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
And they
talking
sell
about?
and they sell Slowpoke's tail
As
and
food.
and off the market
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for-
what's
as a
it? Oh yeah.
delicacy.
Yeah, it's food.
It's food.
Wait, what episode was that?
Well, it's
Like-
mentioned in the game,
It's in the
kind
games.
of.
Yeah, it's in the games.
Oh, it's mentioned in the game. Oh, okay. I really gotta get to the game.
But if
Uh,
you read the Pokedex, they're
Mhm.
kind of dark too.
Okay, there's a question with me about Ash with the Pokédex that been driving me crazy.
He can't remember
Um,
anything, so it's fine.
It's like he have amnesia every single season.
He's like, wait a minute, I can't remember this guy.
But like in the beginning, it's like, oh, like this is the same Pokemon. Okay, so I'm kind of probably going ahead like from 90s to today with Pokemon, but
Yes.
back in the 90s, we remember 151 Pokemons, and then they extended more. I get if it's like over 151, he didn't see them, and they're totally brand new, and he needs the Pokédex to figure them out. But if some of them are the same Pokemon that were in the early season, you shouldn't forget them. You already
Okay, so
know
I
who they
have
are.
a question.
Yes.
How
Okay.
many Pokemon in total are there? Actually,
I
you know what? I'm gonna look it
know-
up right now.
I know it's over 800. It's almost
is.
900 right now.
Believe me, I know if our nephew would be
It
hearing
says
this,
that- oh,
he
wow.
would tell you every
So,
knowledge
it's-
about Pokemon.
It's 980. It's 980.
Oh, when did that happen?
So
Wait.
Digimon has more. It's 1400.
Ew.
Ooh. Oh, whoa. Okay. Wait.
But- But what happens too is every time they make a new Pokemon game, they have to add more Pokemon
Yeah,
to
that's
the
true.
list.
It's gonna keep going and going and going. It's not gonna stop.
yeah.
It's,
And-
it's not, and it's because also too every game has to have 3 starter Pokemon to
Right.
start your journey.
A grass type, a fire type, and a water type.
Yes.
Which-
See, I know
Which
my
they
stuff.
always do that. They always do that. In every single game.
What are we talking about? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Ash and Misty, Misty and Brock. Yeah, I guess they're not important. I don't know.
That's what I was wondering. Like you notice in
Well,
the very
I think Brock had to go back and raise his family, his siblings. Remember, he had
Yeah,
all
because
those.
they have no parents. Because I'm guessing their parents. No, isn't his dad like a deadbeat dad or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and he
he-
had to be responsible, like for the gym. He had because he was a gym leader. He was
Well,
the
he
gym
is
leader.
they're both gym,
Gym
leaders.
yeah.
Misty
No,
and
I think it's because like Ash needs new companions every season.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny, like that they go the separate
Misty
way.
and Brock, they do come back for a little bit. I don't remember. I think was it Diamond and Pearl they came back?
Something like that. They did came
I
back.
think so. I believe so. I don't remember too well. I think they did. I know
Yeah.
Brock came back.
No,
That I know.
Misty did too. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Misty did. Yeah, she did came back, but then later, then they just had it where it was just they had Brock, and then Brock was with I think his name was Max, the kid,
Yes. Yeah.
and May, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because
Cassandra.
they started getting into like the Orange Islands and stuff, I
Mm-hmm.
kind of like phased away.
Yeah,
From the show.
that's when I dropped out, and then all these other things caught my attention, and I'm like, okay, I'd rather watch this instead of Pokemon because the same thing just keeps happening over and over again.
Yeah, and he's still on this journey. It's like never end, and it's like
It's like
And
a
then
certain
later-
like a certain other series that doesn't end. That has been going
Oh,
on for
she
like
got-
2 decades, and it needs to
okay,
stop.
you have to go there. You have to go
Yes,
there.
I'm
Yeah,
going there.
You had to go with One Piece. did
Yes,
you?
Oda, please stop. I know you're making money, but please stop.
Oh, remember, he's trying to be king of the pirate. He's going with these.
Man, he could have
Emperors
been
and-
king of the pirates like I don't know, 500 chapters ago, but he did not.
He was gonna end it. Oh, I mean, we'll talk more about that when we
That's
talk
all
about
on you
One.
guys. I know diddly squat about those big 3 anime: Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. So have fun with that whenever we discuss it.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to talk about. That will be so much fun topic to talk about all those 3 animes. Can't wait. Into another.
So
So
I have
that's
another question. What's the name of Yamper's trainer in the show?
Yamper's trainer in the show.
Hoja?
Yeah, what's her name? No,
Why
what's
you
her
want to
name?
know?
No, I'm
What's her name?
curious. I don't know what her name is.
Uma from Descendants.
Wow.
I don't. Sorry.
Google, answer my question. Who's the Emperor's trainer? What's her name?
My?
Oh,
Why-
her name's Chloe. Okay, that's her name.
Oh, I should.
Her name's
okay.
Chloe.
Oh, all right, Chloe.
No, because
Okay,
she's
then.
Yes.
cute. She's cute, and she also has an Eevee. And the
Yes.
Eevee and
Yes. Her name is Chloe.
and,
Yes.
and the Eevee and the Emperor in the show, they're best buddies, kind of like us.
Aw. But Eevee is still number one.
Fine. I'll have my puppy dog Pokemon all to myself. You know what's hilarious?
You're not a proper
That's hilarious.
trainer.
No, I'm a good trainer. I take care of my Emperor. I don't abandon him.
Yeah, you and your one Pokemon.
You know what's funny? I have a puppy Pokemon that's my favorite, and I have a favorite Digimon that's a dog. Well, she's not really a dog; she's like a fox. But foxes are kind of like dogs.
Yeah, that kind
Yeah.
of part of the family. They're part similar to the family. But you know what's interesting? I had another question. I'm gonna bring this up.
Oh yeah, that's what
Misty.
happened. Oh, I remember what happened with Brock.
What happened?
Well, not whatever happened to Brock, but also like, what happened? Did Ash ever pay Misty bike back? Did he ever make that payment for her? That's why she chased him in the first place.
I feel
Remember?
Probably not.
I feel like that's a translation error. That could have been a translation error.
It could be because because there was a couple of things like she said to him,
'Cause
"You
her-
owe
her-
me my
her-
bike."
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It could be a translation. You know, it could have been like a 4Kids thing. Like that could have been like a translation error. I think she just tagged along because she liked him.
I think
Okay.
so too. I think that was like just an excuse to like
Yeah.
go along with him.
That
But
could-
didn't
that-
he take her bike? Did he take her bike from
He
her?
did.
Yeah, he
He
did.
took
And
her
then the
bike,
bike
but then he
was a
broke it.
reason.
Didn't
I know the
it
bike
get
was
destroyed? Like it got charred or something?
Yes,
Yes.
it got broken. It got messed up because
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, and that's why she was
he
upset.
didn't take he didn't take very good care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to beat Ash for that. She was like, "Ash, you broke my bike," and she was like, "You owe me big." And then he was like, "Please just go," and she wouldn't leave his side. He kept like trying to run ahead of her, and she's like, "Don't you run away from me, Ash Ketchum." And
Yeah,
was too fun.
I think it's because she started liking him. That's why she was tagging along.
well,
with
there
him.
was proof in the movie.
yes,
there was proof
the
in the movie that she
2000
did like
movie. Yes.
that 2000 movie when the new girl came into the picture. She did not like that at all. You could see the little jealousy
Well,
out
it
of
seems
her.
like a lot of the girls that tag with Ash end up like liking him
And
or
there's
somewhat.
and don't get me started with Digimon and the relationships. I am so mad at the show.
Oh wait. Oh, you're mad about. That's the only thing that you're not happy about.
No, because there are two specific characters that are supposed to be together, and they don't end up being together, and it hurts.
Wow. And I know I have no idea.
Are you emotionally scarred now?
Yes, I am.
She is emotionally scarred. Okay.
Because the ones you wanted to be together are not together?
Yeah, even in the new movie that came out this year, it's officially they're not together, and it hurts my soul.
Wow, that's messed up. That is a mess. That's really messed up. The relationship between
It
them.
was like a weird. I don't even want to call it a love triangle because I don't know what the fuck this was. Like I don't even want to call it that because Ty's I guess he's his rival. Like the other boy's name is Matt or Yamato in the Japanese dub. So
Yeah.
they were kind of like butting heads. Like they were like the rivals of the show, but not really because they're really friends. So
Yeah.
there was this one girl, Sora. So Sora, she started going out with Matt, but Ty had feelings for her, and he never said anything. And then
Oh.
years and years and years later, when you find out in the season 2 epilogue that Matt and Sora are married, and it's like, damn it.
Ah.
Oh, that's sad.
It is
is
sad. It's very painful.
That he never got the chance. That's so sad. That's a sad story.
Yes, it
That is
is.
very. That is super
But
sad.
but how old are they when they finish the series?
Season 1.
Well, in general, like
Cause
to
they can have a
where they're up
different
to.
one, didn't they?
They grow up to be adults in their 20s.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
In the season 1, right? The end of season
No,
1 or to
season
the movie?
season 1 they're 13. Season
Uh-huh.
2 they're, I think they're like 15. No, I can't say 15, 16 because that's Digimon Try. Which is the sequel to season 1 and 2, which just came out like a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I forgot how old were the kids. No, the kids are 13, except for the younger siblings on the show. They're like 10, 11 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. And it's not until they made the later, was it later the movies, right? That they made
Yes.
them all grown up now. They're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
adult.
They're like 16, 17 years old in Digimon
Oh.
Try.
Oh, the teenager, the older
Yeah,
teenager.
and then the new movie that just came out like a couple months ago, Digimon Last Evolution. They're like in their early 20s, late teens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're literally like all like on this. They're literally like on a different path than they once were. Like they're trying to like get jobs, and one's trying to get into medical school because he always wanted to be a doctor.
Oh.
The other
wow.
kids are like doing like their own thing, and that's why in the movie they say that you'll lose your Digimon because when you're kids, you have all this time for adventure and fun, but then when you're an adult, you gotta grow up. You gotta move on with your life.
Wow.
So then I'm guessing they can't really go to the digital world now that they're in their 20s, right?
No.
Okay. And then they
That's
just go
kind of
and
sad
find
though,
other
because then they can't really get to see their
Friends.
little friends.
I know.
digital friends.
That's the point of that movie, that you gotta learn to let childish things go, and you gotta grow up and move on.
Yeah. Wow. That's sad. It's like I noticed that they, like the way you're talking about Digimon, that they did build some character development.
There's
and
a
that
lot of character development with the kids. It's mostly with the monsters get development too, like with their evolutions, and they do have like little like snarky little character development here and there. But the kids, man, they mature a lot.
Yeah, that's what I see. It's like a coming of age. That's what it looked like to me, like a coming of age for them, and also for the Digimon too.
Yeah.
Like they develop too. They develop some character themselves.
Yeah.
So that's
That'd
interesting.
be nice if they could actually do that finally for Pokemon and
I
have
don't think that'll
Satoshi.
I don't think that'll happen because Pokemon is mainly. I know everybody enjoys it, but it's mainly like a kids anime.
Yeah.
Digimon,
there was- right.
Digimon was never a children's anime. It was really mostly geared towards older kids and teenagers.
The latest Pokemon series they just came out with, they totally changed the way Ash looks.
Yeah, I don't like his
I'm not
character
crazy
design.
about that.
He looks
And-
he looks really young.
He looks much
he-
younger, and
He looks like 5
look like. Yeah,
instead of 10.
yeah. They, like, why couldn't you just leave him the way he was in the original? Like, why you keep like I love when they keep changing their face, and it's like that's not how he looks. And then I think at the Cartoon Network, Disney has it now, XD, the later ones. I think that I heard that I think Disney XD has it, a Pokemon now.
I don't know because
I gotta-
Pokemon right now is currently on Netflix. So
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, because I know it's
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Well, it's on Netflix, but that new one that came out, I think it's on Disney XD.
Huh.
So
me see.
question: what was the saddest moment for you in Pokemon?
The movie when Pikachu and everybody died.
Oh yes,
And then Ash
Yes.
got turned into stone.
Oh yes.
yes, and
That was sad.
My heart, just ripped my heart out, Christina. Oh, my
I know,
feels.
sorry, but that was my most touchiest moment. And then it's funny. I got kind of, when I was a kid, I was like, I guess I really didn't understand the concept of that. But if I watch that movie again, that is very sad.
Yeah, that was a sad moment.
Because it's like he lost his best friend, and he never knows he's gonna ever get. He will be he won't be stoned anymore. Like he'll wake up and stuff, and And poor Pikachu is staring at him and be like, Pika, Pika. That was my saddest moment
You
for
want
me.
to
Yeah.
know what the saddest moment for me in Digimon was? It's kind of
What?
similar to
Yeah.
with Ash turning into stone, except you'll see. Hold on.
It's sad.
Check it out.
If I hear Christy's crying, then I know I got really emotional.
Well, she doesn't know the show as well as I do.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah.
That does look sad though.
Fun fact: the voice actor for that kid is actually Vexen in Kingdom Hearts.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and
Oh.
and his partner, the worm creature, that's
Yeah.
that's Zemnis. In Kingdom
Really?
Hearts. Yes, same voice actors.
Oh my god. Oh wow. I wouldn't. I was like,
Wow.
okay, but this is a long time ago though.
Yeah.
Ah, were they just starting off when they did this?
Yes.
They were. Oh
Yes.
wow.
Oh.
That's
That is sad.
Yeah, I don't like those kind of things. I can't watch, sad things
This
like
is
that
just all
anymore.
without context. When you watch the show, you'll feel even worse.
That is sad.
Yeah, I should watch it.
should.
I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm gonna start watching Digimon.
You should. It's on Hulu. All the seasons are on Hulu.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. But yeah,
And he didn't. I'll tell you. I'll give you a little context with this particular scene. He didn't know that the Digimon, they can get reconfigured into little eggs. That they get reborn because they're just data. So the kid, his name is Ken, because he did terrible things because he was being controlled by another powerful Digimon source.
Yeah.
So he used to abuse his Digimon partner, and then his Digimon partner saved him, and then that's how he died. And then he felt bad because it's he couldn't save anyone because he lost his brother from a car accident. So his brother
Wow.
died. So once his brother died, he was looking for a place to escape. So he was brought to the digital world, and the thing is with Digimon, there's you have the digital realm, you have
Yeah.
the real world, and there's this place in between. It's called the dark ocean that kind of messes with your head. If you're depressed, you'll feel even worse about yourself. If you're angry, you'll feel even more angry. It messes
Wow.
with your emotions. That place.
Wow.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Is it like the shadow realm? Is it like that when
Kind
you're
of, except the Shadow Realm, it tortures you. That world
Oh.
doesn't torture you. It kind of corrupts you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That messes with your head.
Yeah, it messes
That's
you up.
what you
Yeah.
Oh wow. It's they have it's interesting because Digimon seeing they have happy moment, but then they have really sad moments, really
Yeah.
tragic or things happen. And I know in Pokemon, I mean they do have sad, but it's mostly in the end, there's always a happy ending to every single episode. So
Yeah.
always something happy. But then in Digimon, it's a kind of the reality a little bit, something sad happened. You know what I mean? Even though it's you have Digimon, digital monsters that become your friends, but then there is a part of reality that
Yeah. no.
it's something related to us, something
I mean,
really sad.
the main 7 kids, 2 of the characters, their parents are divorced. One child is adopted. One of the girls doesn't have a good relationship with her mother. It's relatable towards real life situations.
Yeah. Wow. I need to
Yeah,
give that
so
a
it's
chance. Maybe I should do that.
definitely a lot. I see that it's a lot more real world.
Yeah.
More than like you said, more relatable than kind of how Pokemon is. It's just you go Pokemon, you kind of just pretty much you follow Ash on his journey, and then you just kind of just go along with him, trying to just catch all the Pokemon, try to be a Pokemon champion, master, and then get done with the league, which has been taking him forever. But
Yeah.
the games, And the games, you like you beat the Elite Four, and then you're done, and then you're like, okay, then you become like champion after them, and then usually you got to fight your rival before you get to become champion.
It's true.
Yeah,
That's,
but
Which is usually with Gary all the time.
Yeah,
Gary.
but that's what I'm saying. Digimon, some people see it as a Pokemon knockoff. Those who haven't seen it, it's really not.
Oh, it's
You know,
not.
there are a lot. Even the English dub, as censored as it was, it still taught you life lessons. At the end of the day.
Hmm. And that's probably why. Well, that's probably why you
That's
liked
why I
Digimon.
liked it more. Yeah, because the show was Digimon was made more about the kids, and it's still going strong today. Like the reboot's out. The reboot's doing fantastic.
Yeah.
I think
But,
I don't know. I think like for Pokemon, I think Pokemon is more. I don't know if it's not really. Well, it kind of like it's a similar thing. It's like the same thing over and over again kind of
Mhm.
thing. And
Mhm.
it's like every episode does it's nothing different. Like it's pretty much the same thing. And then even though Ash gets like different character, like different
Companions.
companions like, along the way. It's pretty much the ones he has along the way. They're probably some of them are like they'll act like Misty. Like the girls usually.
And
Yeah.
one will act like Rock.
So
Oh,
safe to say, everyone's favorite Pokemon is Eevee. I have Yamper3. What's yours?
mine was it was like before he became Pikachu.
Oh,
Well,
Pichu.
Pikachu, of course.
Pichu.
I had to say the
Pichu.
90s. I had to say from the 90s it was Pikachu. He didn't care
So
about him
I
at
know
all.
you have little or nothing knowledge of Digimon. Do you have a favorite Digimon?
No, because I don't know any of them.
Oh, okay. Well,
I said the Team Rex.
do you like Agumon?
Agumon.
Which one's the one that has little bat wings, and it's like
Batwings.
It's-
About.
Patamon?
I think she's talking about Patamon. During.
let me search.
Let me Google image. He's cute.
I bet it's the Angel Bat. I bet it's the one with the wings on his head, right?
Yeah, Patamon.
Yeah,
That's like ears. Like it's like an ear,
Yeah,
but it's
Patamon.
wings, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
That one.
that little guy.
Oh.
Do you like Patamon?
But I couldn't remember the color. I knew he had like blue eyes or something. I couldn't remember.
Okay,
Aw.
okay.
Yeah,
It was like-
Patamon's cool. Because everyone,
I'm like we're struggling. I'm like I don't know which
everyone in
one.
the fan base loves her too much, and they just draw weird ass pictures of her. I don't know why.
I don't know.
She's my favorite. I'll show you. Her name's Renamon.
Redamon.
She's cool.
Redamon.
Aw.
Oh.
I told
Oh,
you.
never her.
My favorite Pokemon is a doggy, and my favorite Pokemon Digimon is Fox.
Oh, that's cool. That's funny. That's so cool. Yeah. Okay. But Digimon is very interesting. I can see it's very interesting. We should give that a chance. We definitely
Definitely. I think all the first 3 seasons are on Hulu.
should. Give us time, but we'll try to check that out.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a 1-day thing.
I know, no, definitely, yeah, definitely give it a shot. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping this podcast opens your eyes to the show, and I'm hoping you guys watch it.
Yeah, definitely, because that's the thing. It was hard because back then in the 90s, they had a lot of good shows
Yep.
in the 90s, and that's what's so hard. You're like, okay, which one should I watch? Because sometimes they had the show at the same time, and it's like, how
Yeah,
can you
I
watch it if it's on
understand.
the same time?
I understand. Yeah, I
Which is-
understand. We will probably be doing another podcast, 90s podcast next week. We'll be talking
Definitely.
about Slayers, and the Cowboy Bebop, Berserk, and
Yes.
Rurouni Kenshin. Might as well just put all those fantasy, huge anime clumped up together. That's going to be 5 hours long, probably. But tomorrow,
Yeah.
But tomorrow, since we actually
Yes.
should have thought of this sooner, but we did not. But starting tomorrow, we will be having review discussions about Attack on Titan Season 4. Because,
Yes.
ooh, boy, things are getting good.
Yeah.
I know it is getting really good, and it's getting very intense already. I can see
And,
a lot
and nobody's
of tension.
allowed to pick up on Aaron.
I will pick on him all I want.
Okay,
No.
Yes.
sis, we're gonna pick on I'm sorry, but it's gonna be fun to pick on Aaron a little bit because
Considering me, who has read the manga, which I am not gonna say any spoilers in the podcast when we do it tomorrow, when we do the review tomorrow. No
Yeah.
manga spoilers, absolutely zero manga spoilers. You will not get any from this review. We will just talk about the episodes. Maybe I might sprinkle a few, but that's about it.
yeah, not too much because you don't want to give too much of the spoiler. And if you and when we do talk about it, hopefully you guys are up to date with the series before we even talk about what we're going to talk about for tomorrow. So hopefully
So
everybody.
I would say make sure you catch up on the episodes so that you're not spoiled.
I mean, we'll definitely give a episode recap up until tomorrow's episode.
That's true. Yeah, we'll do
little,
that.
We'll do little mini episode recaps.
That's true. We'll do a little recap, and then we'll give our review what we think about the episode coming up, which is going to be even more.
Stay tuned for our Attack on Titan Season 4 review episode 7 tomorrow.